Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, GODSLAYERS. I'm Sel, and today I'll be showcasing my Champion of the Archons Bulwark build. It's been through ATOT 30 boomless, has quite a lot of damage, and is just an overall fun build to play with. Let's jump right into it. First up, we have our primary weapon, the Sword of Dominance, a double primary item that can only be found in ATOT. Keep in mind, all primal and double primary items can only be found in ATOT. The primaries we are going to want are, shortly after we hit a weak point, a burst of energy deals 3,000 damage to all enemies in the area, and gain polarity charge when we soul shatter an enemy. Secondaries you want are crit chance, double that, and then add crit chance as the last upgrade. Keep in mind that we will be doing void damage as indicated below the big number on the weapon where it says void DPS. Beside that is the Sunflare Destiny. Another double primary weapon. The two primaries you want again are gain the greater blessing of endurance when you inflict an ailment, polarity attacks inflict ailments, and 62% weapon damage at full health. Secondaries you want are crit chance or weapon charge speed. Double crit chance, and again add crit chance as your last upgrade. Below that is our Lion Talisman. This is primal, but you don't need primal for this build to work. Its primary gives us weapon charge when we crit. Secondaries you want are crit chance, double that, and add crit chance again as your last upgrade. Beside that is our Amulet, the Sunsteel's Crest. Again, a primal, but you don't need primal for this build to work. The primary of this amulet weakens the enemy and makes us stronger. Secondaries you want are crit chance, double that, and add crit damage as your last upgrade. Below that is the Dusklord Signet. It's a legendary ring that can be found anywhere. Its primary exposes weak points when we inflict an ailment, and has our weapon techniques inflict ailments. Secondaries you want are weapon charge speed, double that. Other secondaries you want are rampage bonus damage, weak point damage, or weapon tech damage. Beside that is the Fiona's Ring. This is an uncommon ring that can be found anywhere. Secondaries you want are weapon charge speed, and again, rampage bonus damage, weapon tech damage, or weak point damage. Below that is our banner. We will be using the standard of the Golden Lion, which gives us weapon charge speed, shield charge speed, and Archon charge speed. Secondaries you want are weak point damage, crit damage, or weapon tech damage. Last but not least is our Lifestone. This is the Eye of Alaz, an epic lifestone that can be found anywhere. Its primary increases our soul shatter buildup. Secondaries you want are crit damage, weak point damage, or weapon tech damage. Add crit damage as your last upgrade. Now, before we jump into our augments, here's a few more clips from this build's boomless run. Here we have our augments. First up, we have Lion's Pride, a rare vitality augment that can be found anywhere. Its primary gives us overhealth when we defeat an enemy. Secondaries you want are overhealth gain and add to resistances as your last upgrade. Above that, we have one part of our two-part combo we will be using, and that is Nightshade. This is an epic augment that can be found anywhere. Its primary blinds enemies whenever they reduce our overhealth. Secondaries you want are overhealth gained, double that, and then add resistances as your last upgrade. Below that is Presence of Mind. This gives us more resistance for every element depending on how much vitality we have directly connected to this augment. Secondaries you want are overhealth gained, double that, and then again add to resistances as your last upgrade. Below that is our Paradise augment, which can be found anywhere. Keep in mind the primal version can only be found in ATOT. Its primary gives us weapon charge whenever we crit. Secondaries you want are weak point damage, double that, and then add vitality to increase our presence of mind. Beside that is Divine Conduit. Its primary gives us Archon charge when we are hit. Secondaries you want are damage to cursed enemies, double that, and then add Archon Fury damage as the last upgrade. Beside this is the second part of our combo for Nightshade, and that is White Recluse. This augment applies the mark of leeching to enemies when they are blinded. Enemies blind themselves when they reduce our overhealth with our Nightshade augment. So essentially, every 20 seconds when they reduce our overhealth, they will also be blinded and apply the mark of leeching to themselves, which heal us and our allies. Secondaries you want are overhealth gained, double that, and then again add to resistances as the last upgrade. Above that is the Focus augment, which you see often in my builds, and the primary gives us overhealth when we crit. Secondaries you want are Rampage bonus damage, double that, and then add weapon tech damage as the last upgrade. Above that is the Dauntless augment, an epic augment that can only be found in the Lightbringer game mode. This augment gives us polarity charge and damage boost if our resistances are all above 45%. Secondaries you want are damage to cursed enemies, double that, and then add Archon Fury damage as the last upgrade. Last but not least is the Lucid Vision augment. Its primary gives us health when we hit an enemy with our shield. Secondaries you want are damage to cursed enemies, and then again, we're going to add Vitality as the last upgrade to boost our presence of mind. Now, let's jump on over into our skill tree. Here we have our skill tree. We're still fully spec'd into Weapon Technique, Soul Shatter, Vitality, Crit Chance, Might, Crit Damage, Resistance, Spirit, Rampage, Ailments, Recovery, Weak Points, Polarity Attacks, and All Stats. We also have a few in Takedowns, Finesse, and one in Weapon Timing. Well, that's all for this build. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll be premiering the Titan Bulwark build by Treewolf here in the next few days. And I have a Phoenix build, 2 guides, and a future content video I'm working on. I want to invite you all to our Discord, which I put in the comments section below and in the description. We have tons of builds, a LFG, and 3 PSN chats with over 250 people, with a lot of people playing daily. Well, thank you again for all the support. Happy holidays, and until I see you next time,